And a special thanks and shout out to Community Kia Mitsubishi of Bloomington, Indiana for allowing me to come out and film this 2018 Mitsubishi Eclipse Cross. Hello everyone. Today, let's take a detailed, in-depth walk-around look at this brand new 2018 Mitsubishi Eclipse Cross. And this Eclipse Cross is shown in diamond white pearl coat, and it features the black premium cloth interior. And while most Eclipse Crosses are front-wheel drive, this vehicle is equipped with the optional shift-on-demand super all-wheel control all-wheel drive system. It features a viscous coupling rear differential and a 6.39 rear axle ratio. And power comes from the Mi-VEC 1.5 liter 91 cubic inch displacement, turbocharged and intercooled dual overhead cam 16 valve inline 4-cylinder engine. It creates 161 horsepower at 5,500 RPM, 184 pound-feet of torque at 1,800 RPM. It is good for 0 to 60 miles per hour in 9.5 seconds, with a 0 to 100 mile per hour time of 28.3 seconds. Top speed is 125 miles per hour. The sole available transmission on North American models, sadly, is a continuously variable transmission with pre-programmed step ratios for manual shift capabilities via the lever. While the Eclipse Cross has been around since 2017, only in 2018 did it first appear in North America to slot between the Outlander and the Outlander Sport. Sporting the Cross nomenclature as a sporty compact notchback crossover, the Eclipse Cross revives the Eclipse name in an unconventional and controversial way. Previewed in 2013 and 2015 under the XR-PHEV and XR-PHEV2 concepts respectively, the production version was unveiled at the 87th Geneva Motor Show in March of 2017. Around the rear of the vehicle, the radically sloped roofline is bisected by two glass panels on the rear hatch to help rearward visibility without compromising rear seat headroom. The taillights merge almost seamlessly with a transparent red panel housing and a third brake light. While the taillights and brake lights are LED units, the turn indicators are incandescent filament bulbs. The vehicle sports low-mounted reverse lights to help aid nighttime ground illumination for the backup camera. And while it looks like a two-piece unit, the liftgate is a single upward opening panel assisted by gas struts. Unlike the Eclipse sports car this is named after, the Cross is not built in the USA, as the Diamond Star plant in Normal, Illinois was closed in 2016. The Cross is assembled in Japan at the Mitsubishi plant in Kurashiki, Okayama. Steering is electrically assisted rack and pinion. Wheels are the 18-inch Intense and In style painted aluminum wheels with Bridgestone Ecopia tires that measure P225/55 R18. Brakes are 4-wheel disc brakes with 16-inch vented rotors up front and 16-inch solid rotors in the rear. They are assisted by ABS and electronic stability control. Around the front, the new Eclipse Cross shares styling that is more similar to the Lexus design, with the front slightly resembling that of the Lexus NX. Bright chrome grille and headlamp surrounds is accented by gloss black panels up front with satin silver accents below the valance panel. Headlamps are halogen units with projector lenses accented by LED daytime running lights. Turn indicators are incandescent and mounted low in the bumper just above the halogen fog lamps. And while this vehicle does not have remote start, it does feature smart key access system. By keeping the key fob in your purse or pocket, you're able to lock and unlock the vehicle doors. To lock the vehicle doors, simply locate the black button on the door handle and press it. The horn will chirp and the mirrors will fold, indicating the vehicle is locked. To unlock, simply press the button again. The mirrors will unfold and the vehicle is unlocked. And taking a look inside, upgraded materials, plastics, and cloths are much more better than the Outlander. This vehicle does feature power windows, power mirrors, and power door locks. The power mirrors are also automatic folding. They are also heated and feature LED turn repeaters in the housings. Moving down the door panel, you have soft touch trim and cloth inserts, piano black accents. You've also got stability control program buttons, tilt and telescoping steering wheel. Seats are nice and comfortable and very supportive. Adjustable head restraints, accent stitching. You've also got supported bolsters as well. Seats are manually adjust on the driver and passenger. Alright, pan through the interior and showing a little more details. Nice fluid, electrically assisted power steering as stated before. It is a leather wrapped steering wheel with multi-function controls for audio, Bluetooth, and phone controls, as well as trip computer controls and cruise controls. Instrumentation is clear and easy to read with 8,000 RPM tach, 150 mile per hour speedometer, and digital readouts for coolant temperature, gear position, and fuel. You've also got numerous displays in the driver information screen, readouts for fuel economy and all-wheel drive position. And sweeping over the top of the dash, as you can see, you do have a floating full-color display screen. It is a touchscreen display with hard buttons for apps, home, music, and various other controls. The screen does feature pinch to zoom and swipe. While the vehicle does not have navigation as standard equipment, it does utilize Apple CarPlay and Google Android Auto and uses the native navigation applications from those devices. It does feature AM/FM, Sirius XM satellite radio. You've also got HD radio. And this vehicle is equipped with a backup camera. It does feature active guidance lines by placing the vehicle in reverse. And moving down the center screen, You do have your air vents. You've also got your climate control with dual zone automatic climate controls. And below that still, you also have Eco Mode, 2 USB ports, and a 12-volt power point. Climate control system is intuitive and easy to use with clear readouts. Another look at the Eco Mode, the 2 USB ports, as well as your 12-volt power point. You've also got your heated seat controls and your all-wheel drive selector switch. And moving down, you do have the Touchpad Interface. It is similar to Lexus Touchpad Interface system. However, it does not feature the haptic feedback that the Lexus system utilizes. It is still very easy to use. You also have an electronic parking brake, 2 front cup holders, nice amount of storage in the center armrest. Looking overhead, you have a manually dimming rearview mirror. You've also got overhead reading lights and map lights. You also have SOS and roadside assistance controls. Vanity mirrors are illuminated. And the sun visors do slide out on extension rails. And you also have overhead assist handles. Alright, let's take a look at the rear seat. And the rear seat in the Eclipse Cross is very nice and spacious. Nice attention to detail on the rear seat as well. It is a 60-40 split folding seat with reclining seat backs. You can also move the seat bottom cushions fore and aft. High adjustable head restraints on all passenger seating areas. And despite the sloping roofline, headroom is still very, very accommodating. Fold down center armrest features integrated cup holders. And folding the seats is easy, just locating the lever at the top of the seat and pulling the seat back forward. You can also disconnect the seat belt for easier cargo access. As you can see here, the seat backs do recline. Alright, let's take a look at the luggage area. It is a non-power assisted luggage area. It is supported by gas struts, but it is a nice and spacious cargo area with a load flat floor and minimal wheelhouse intrusion. Cargo capacity is 22.6 cubic feet. And underneath the load floor, you do have your compact spare tire with jack and tools. The luggage area is illuminated. It also features a removable and extendable privacy cover. Folding the rear seats extends the cargo capacity to 48.9 cubic feet. And this does conclude our in-depth walk-around look at the brand new 2018 Mitsubishi Eclipse Cross. We hope the review was informative, and as always, thanks for watching.